Hope you are having a fantastic Wednesday. I hope everybody's Labor Day was fantastic. It is August 4th, 2019. We're going to be doing our cord cutting Q&A live here. And I know it takes a little bit for people to join. So if you're watching this on replay, every Wednesday about 8 p.m. Eastern, we're live on YouTube answering your cord cutting related questions. So if you ever have a question about cord cutting, feel free to join us. We would love to have you come, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows that you enjoy. And if you need more help, make sure to check out our Facebook tech support group, the cord cutting tech support page. It's got over 60,000 people in it, and they do nothing but answer people's cord cutting related questions. So don't forget to join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here. All right, let me put this live on Facebook, live on Twitter, everywhere, because I know it takes a quick minute for everybody to get the notifications. Sometimes it seems to take 5 minutes for the notifications to start rolling out. I hope everybody in Florida and Georgia and South Carolina and everywhere else is being safe, even if you're not in those immediate areas. This storm is so big, even though it's a lot weaker than it was, that it could still affect you. So please take this seriously and be very safe out there. So I am just putting this on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere real quick. Let's see who's here already. Hello, everybody. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Wow, a lot of people are flying in. I like how YouTube now says the internet can totally see you now. I feel like it's the 70s. All right, so let me put this on Facebook. Yeah, a lot of news today. New Roku soundbar, a new Fire TV Cube, a new Fire TV soundbar, and a lot more. So kind of interesting to see both of those companies release their devices on the same day. That was kind of fun. Amazon also announced the Fire TV Cube, the Fire TV soundbar, and a bunch of Fire TV edition smart TVs, though most of them are international. The Fire TV is now available for sale in France, Spain, and one other country. Names escaping me. Post over at cordcardsnews.com. But we have a ton to talk about, so let me know your questions. NYC, Sean, Martin, George, good to see you all here. George says he's new to cord cutting. Welcome. Richard, I'm glad you're in Iowa. Hopefully you're having a great fall Wednesday. So is anybody here actually experiencing fall yet? Or are you all like down here in Texas where it's 100 degrees? Let me know how the weather is out there. But okay, it's everywhere. Let's get into this. Jim, it's good to see you all here. Duff, good to see you here too. Looking forward to the new Roku Subwoofer. Yeah, so Roku announced a new subwoofer that you can add to your existing Roku speakers or to the Roku soundbar. It's a great option. I think the Roku soundbar is well priced at $179.99 because you get a Roku Ultra built into it and a soundbar. So it's basically like a $70 soundbar, which is a pretty good price. I know some people are saying the subwoofer seems expensive, but for a wireless one, I don't know. I guess I just don't know enough about them. But leave us a comment. Let us know what you found. All right, let me look at one thing real quick. Lots of news happening today. Hey, anybody an AT&T customer, AT&T TV Now, formerly Directv Now, has anyone lost their NBC affiliate? I just got a bunch of emails in from people saying their affiliates aren't working on AT&T TV. So do me a favor, anybody here a former Directv Now customer? Let me know if your NBC affiliate's not working, because I'm not seeing that pop up, but I'm getting some messages from people that that's what's happening. Is the Fire TV Stick 4K faster than the Toshiba or Insignia Fire TVs? I would say they are about comparable. I wouldn't say they're necessarily faster, but I would say they are about comparable in quality. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think there. Okay, nothing in California. Have all four. Not 100 in California, 99 in VA. Very interesting. So yeah, so if you have AT&T TV Now, formerly Directv Now, let me know if your NBC affiliate's working. It seems to not be working on my end. I'm trying to watch it over here in another window, and I'm not getting it. So let me know. Is your NBC affiliate on Directv now called AT&T TV Now, working? All right. Since Apple Music is now on Echo devices, would any of the YouTube Music be available? I mean, they could add YouTube Music to the Echo. I don't think it is now. Directv Now did have NBC in select markets in my market, but I do hear that some people are not, some markets still do not have it. Not ABC, folks, NBC. Have I heard anything about the new TiVo box? Yes, TiVo is working on a new TiVo box, but there's no exact date on when that's going to be released. It does look to be a much more powerful TiVo box. That'sNotFunny.com has great coverage of it. Hello, Chris. Hello, Tom. So no one, Big Hop says NBC's working in Portland, Oregon. Is that working on DirecTV now? Or now AT&T TV Now? Let me know. Because I can't get mine to work. Discover guide. Okay, let me go into the guide. Go into live. Try it one more time. When's the new Apple TV Universal user interface coming out? Apple says at some point this fall they'll probably be rolling that out with the slightly update. It's not a massive update. It's not like a completely redone, but they are changing the user interface. Judy, is that for DirecTV Now? Let me know. I have internet with Comcast now. Would the HD home run in the contest let me stream my local channels on my Roku? Yes, so HD home run will stream your antenna to your Roku now. The other ones also is like a clear stream and a Tableau. All right. September 4th, not August 4th. I think I missed that part of the conversation. All right, so sorry, got completely distracted trying to figure out if these reports were real or not. I'm not sure. I can't seem to make it work on my computer, but maybe it's working on Roku's and Fire TVs and other devices right now. All right, so if you have a core related question, sorry I got distracted there. Leave us a comment, let us know, and we'll get into it. Springfield, Missouri. I used to live not far from Springfield, Missouri, over by Fort Leonard Wood, and watched my locals there. I used to watch a lot of the ABC News affiliate there. When will Roku simplify the Pluto TV channel, too many channels? Pluto TV, Roku doesn't control the Pluto TV. Roku controls the Roku channel. But Pluto TV themselves would have to make any changes to Pluto TV. Pluto TV is now owned by Viacom. When will, all right. All right, if you are new here, don't forget that we're having a giveaway right now. We are giving away a HD Home Run Scribe Quattro, a Roku Ultra, and a $100 Netflix gift card. So don't forget to jump in on that giveaway. If you haven't, I just put a link in the show notes down below. Springfield, Missouri is kind of a fun town. Was through it not too long ago. One of my favorite places to go to, though, closed in Springfield, Missouri. The Vendors Mart, which was a flea market. I used to really enjoy going there. It was sad to see they closed it. Will the NFL Network ever return to AT&T TV services? It could. At this time, though, they have not said it's going to happen. with the NFL season about to kick off, if it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen in the next few days. Luke, who owns NBC? That depends on where you live. Comcast owns NBC, but your local affiliate is probably owned by a different company. Most local TV stations are owned by different ones out there that offer different content. So you may be owned by Sinclair, Nexstar, etc. So the parent station NBC is owned by Comcast, Universal, whatever. Your local NBC affiliate is going to be owned by different people. Am I a big NFL fan? I'm an okay NFL fan. I'm a much bigger college football fan. So I love all football, but if I had to pick between an NFL game and a college game, I'm probably watching the college game. Hello, Raymond. You are right. Seance. Richard says, I like your story about gay TV. Apparently the Android version's having problems. Yeah, the interesting thing about that is it was down on Roku, but it's back on Roku. So I'm not sure what to make of it. We've been trying to track down the owners of it. They haven't been responding to our messages. Love to know. It was gone. Now it's back. We'll see what happens. See if it's still there. Refresh pages. Nope, it's still there. We'll have to wait and see. Luke, is there any way to set favorites on Roku for Pluto TV? Yes, I believe you can create a profile on your Roku. Create an account, username, password, have a profile, and then you can access your content that way. Luke, I never had a problem with customer service through the app live chat. Never had a problem with which service there. For what service? Are you talking about Directv Now, Hulu? What service have you never had a problem with that? Will Locast expand to more cities soon? I think Locast is they could expand, but I wouldn't be surprised if Locast held off on expansion until their current lawsuit with ABC, NBC, Fox, and CBS is resolved. They could, but I suspect that they're going to be putting most of their money towards legal defense at this time. So Dabble, the new CBS-owned local channel, is now live in some markets. Looks like Home Improvement is included. So that would be like the third network to offer Home Improvement, I think. That'd be pretty good. Friendly is a great new streaming service. It does include all the Hallmarks and the Weather Channel, amongst other ones, starting at just $5.99 a month. Pretty good deal. AT&T Now live chat's not working. AT&T Now live chat often vanishes when they're busy. If they're getting a lot of emails, a lot of messages from people, they'll kind of remove that until they get the backlog taken care of, and then they'll put it back up. So hopefully that gets resolved very soon. Because right now, I'll tell you, I'm trying to watch my NBC here where I live. I can't watch it. And I got some other messages from people saying they can't watch it. But I'm not seeing a widespread number of people complaining about it. So that could be why it's happening. Dabble is live in Austin, Texas, actually on a Colleen Tower, I believe. The NBC for Central Texas is actually out of Waco, not the Colleen area. So I'm not sure if that reaches all the way down. The weird thing about NBC is I live in Temple area, Colleen, whatever, and even though the TV station is here, their signal doesn't reach this area. They have their transmitter up by Waco, and it's really good on the north side, but the south side where their office is, you can't get over-the-air TV for NBC. It's kind of weird. I just got my kids into Home Improvement too. Tool Time is a great show. Yeah, I really love Home Improvement. Glad to see it back. Dabble is not live in all areas. Seems to be just live in a few areas. And the things like the Home Improvement could just be holder content. Often new stations do this sometimes where they're not like replacing something and a new TV station launches. They'll just go ahead and put some random TV shows in as filler because Dabble doesn't launch until September 9th. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's all holding information. Luke, I was excited about the new Roku soundbar until I read that it doesn't have a mount. I wouldn't be surprised if it does have a mount. We'll see if it does or doesn't, or if there's a third-party mount very quickly built. I like it for the people that don't have a Roku box, already kind of disappointed. Overall, what I've seen of the Roku soundbar is pretty good. As far as not having a mount, I bet there will be one soon, if not by Roku, but by a third-party company. Hey Luke, app question. Did you get a subscription under this name through the app? Jeff, I haven't looked at recently, but if you subscribe through it, we're getting that subscription. We do appreciate it. What is Dabble? Dabble is the new over-there TV channel that CBS will be launching next Monday. It's a lifestyle channel. Emerald, whatever, the famous cook, Martha Stewart, and a bunch of other people are partnering with it. So think of it as a cross between the Food Network and HDTV out there. Does the Tableau Dual Lite OTA DVR work with third generation Apple TV? That's a good question. I'm not sure if does Tableau work with third generation Apple TVs? It works with fourth and fifth and the Fire TV or the Apple TV 4K, but I'm not sure about the third generation. Can somebody confirm that? Let me know. How often should you rescan for the new channels? Every couple months I would rescan for new channels. You never know. Recently we had a bunch of new channels get added, so it doesn't ever hurt to rescan out there. So did the WWE increase their price for the WWE network? I have not seen that. It could be maybe a tax situation if you live in an area with taxes, but I'll look into it. Did Core Cars News review the JBL Android TV soundbar? No, but it's on my list of things to do. I'm a little bit behind on soundbars. Does Sling TV offer an antenna installation for new subscribers? Yes, Sling TV, even if you're not a subscriber, will install an antenna for you. It's a pretty good deal, $150. I've had good experience. I've heard with people who've had good experiences. Every now and then I hear from somebody who doesn't have a good experience with it, though. I have to send them out to my in-laws' house. They cut the cord finally, and I got to get their antenna set up. They need a roof-mounted antenna, and I don't live anywhere close by, so I'm going to have Sling do it, actually. I currently have Directv. Don't hate me. Rod, no promises. I'm just kidding. But have considered switching to AT&T TV when it becomes available in my area. Is there any advantages to switching from DirecTV to AT&T TV? You could save a little bit on the set-top box fee by using a Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV. The problem with AT&T TV is it's the same price, but you get fewer channels. You won't get the NFL Network. You won't have the ability to get the NFL Sunday Ticket and some other minor changes. Like AT&T Sportsnet, it's not available. Now, again, if none of that matters to you, then none of that matters to you. It's not a problem. But AT&T TV and DirecTV are essentially the exact same thing. And I consider AT&T TV to be a cable service. It's a cable TV service. Just because it's streaming doesn't necessarily make it cord cutting. So keep that in mind. All right. Keep your questions coming. I ask because I don't have a hard supposed. Jeff, I don't know if I fully understand your question. Can you re-ask it? Give me a little bit more details. Yes, the WWE Network, Jim says, is charging taxes now, so that's likely the issue there. I gave Core Card News a shout out during Ad Week chat. Thanks, NYC. I do appreciate it. Do I intend to collaborate with Ad Week? You know, we'll always be happy to talk about possibilities there if they ever want to reach out. Yeah, having the WWE network go to $10 and change when it's typically $10 tells me that's probably some type of tax. Some type of new tax got added there or something for it to just be some, 50-cent type difference. Why is AT&T TV or Sportsnet not on AT&T TV now? That's a good question. AT&T's kind of held back on their Sportsnet, making it friendly to cord-cutting services. Only Fubo TV has the AT&T Sportsnet for the Houston market. Unfortunately, it just doesn't. They don't seem interested in that. AT&T is reportedly considering selling AT&T Sportsnet. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that, if that happens or not. Do I know if the Roku soundbar was a 2.1 or 3.1 device? 0.1 with the sub, obviously. I believe it's a 2.1, but I'll have to test that. Haven't actually got a full review unit. We got a controlled demo. So off the top of my head, I can't remember. Any more news on AT&T selling their sports networks? No, nothing other than the early reports saying they were considering doing that. But if we hear anything more, we will make sure to let you know. All right. If you expect channels like a third decades to be on the website, I think it's. I'm just kind of reading over everybody's comments. Data caps. How important are those? I'm looking into Xfinity and Fios. Data caps are something you can definitely get around with a tiny bit of work. Number one thing I would recommend you do is turn off autoplay. Having autoplay live with that eats up a lot of data because you fall asleep and you are suddenly burning through data when you aren't watching TV, or you turn off the TV, but your Roku keeps playing autoplay. So turning off autoplay is my number one tip to shut off or keep under your data cap. How much is Fubo TV? I believe it's $54.99 right now. Where is Jess? She's out doing stuff. She's not on duty right now, but she'll be back later this month to do another one of the Q&As with it. Jeff says, I thought supporters of the site had some type of logo next to their name, but however, my name doesn't have anything. If you subscribe to Core Cars News through the YouTube channel here, you'll get that little icon next to you. Through the app, you get an ad-free experience, so you don't see any ads. If that's not what you want, my recommendation is go cancel the ad one, and then at the end of the month, sign up for it on YouTube. But yes, if you join our YouTube channel, for that $5 donation to the thing, you get a icon next to your name denoting that you're a supporter of Core Cars News. Freddy Krueger movies. I guess you can get all. Justin says right now on Vudu, you can get all of the Freddy Krueger movies for $50. That's a really good deal. Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of weird. We're getting into the fall spirit. Am I the only one that I don't want to think about fall until after Labor Day? I was going through Walmart about a week ago and all the Halloween stuff was out, and I was like, no. Maybe it's because I grew up in Michigan where, summer is a very fleeting thing in Michigan and in many northern states. So I want to hold on to it for as long as I can. But now that Labor Day is here, I'm all ready. I'm okay. Let's get the pumpkins out. Let's go. So it's kind of fun. One of the interesting things about moving to Texas from living in Michigan with pumpkins is we were able in Michigan to make a pumpkin whenever you want, leave it out in front of your home, it would just freeze and be perfectly good. Here in Texas, those things rot pretty quick. You can't leave a pumpkin out for a full month or two out on your front porch. So interesting things you learn all the time. Thanks, Bill. I thought maybe I would need to upgrade to the Apple TV 4. So the Apple TV 3 build you're saying does support Tableau DVRs. Is that what you're saying, Bill? Bill, I don't have an Apple TV 3. I have an Apple TV 4 and on. So I haven't ever tested that. I like Philo and maybe subscribe to. Yeah, Philo is a great option for a very cheap option to get a lot of channels, the Hallmark Channel, AMC, and more. I may be able to buy a Christmas tree in October. I don't know. That's a little early. Maybe November. So, all right. If you have a cord cutting related question, leave us a comment. I'm going to play a quick 15, 30-second ad. Some people will see it. Some people won't, but it helps pay the bills. And there we go. For everybody who's still here, don't forget that we are giving away a Fire TV, or excuse me, an HD home run, a Roku Ultra, and a $100 Netflix gift card. Link in the show notes, link in the chat right now. So don't forget to enter to get in on the giveaway. And if you haven't entered the giveaway, there's multiple options to enter the giveaway. You don't have to do all the options to enter the giveaway. The more you do, the more options you get. All right, everybody's back. It's good to see y'all. Thanks to everyone who saw the ad. It really does help us. Luke, any idea when 4K content is coming to YouTube TV? I don't know that. It's kind of one of those things. There's not really that much 4K content. Now, through some third-party apps like Fox Sports, sometimes will put some of their 4K content available through Fox Sports. If you use your YouTube TV login, you can get it that way. Not all events air in 4K. Keep that in mind. But there are a lot of options out there to get 4K content. Fubo TV offers 4K content also. Hopefully more networks add 4K content. Let's be honest, most content was not shot in 4K right now. So that's just something to bear in mind. Cheapest way to get Fox News is probably Hulu with live TV right now, especially if you're already a Hulu customer, because it's a little under $40 then to add it. Kind of a slow day today. Is everybody out at church and at family events and school events? I know schools are back and we're in the swing. Our local churches are all having their Wednesday night programs. It's kind of this weird time of year where everybody's getting back to college and getting back to school. Am I the only one that feels a little bit out of it? You know, getting my daughter to school, all the activities, gymnastics classes, and events happening. Am I the only one that feels a little bit just off center right now, trying to deal with all the changes? Let me know. Will MeTV ever come to a streaming service? I live in an area where my antenna cannot get it. MeTV is a great channel. Unfortunately, for some reason, they have not talked about bringing it to a streaming service. Hopefully, they will do that very soon. Fingers crossed. Love to see them partner with like a something like Pluto TV or Stir. Fingers crossed they do that, or Zumo TV. When Disney Plus launches, will all the seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. be on it at once? I'm not sure if it's going to be on there at launch. Eventually, I would expect Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has a decent shot of showing up on Disney Plus, but they haven't said all of them would be. School night PTO, yeah, a lot of that right now. Would you recommend a new Directv service? I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm just going to say that crazy good deal that Directv is offering doesn't last very long, and usually there's a lot of hidden fees in it. Any news when the Fire TV Stick will begin the Xfinity streaming app? No news at all on that. Any news on a 3.0 over-the-air tuner coming out soon? There's a couple, but they're mostly targeting developers, and they're rather expensive. Sinclair's promised when they launch 3.0 sometimes this year in select markets, they will have a cheap, affordable price point to do that with. All right, if I haven't answered your question, please re-ask it. I know a lot of people always email me, Luke, you didn't answer my question. And what often happens is as I'm answering one question, another one flies by. So please re-ask your question. I'll do my best, and we'll be happy to try to answer your question. Any news on the Weather Channel being offered on any of the live streaming services? It's currently available on 2, well, technically 3, but I'll get into that in a minute. Friendly, which is FNRDY. I hope it's FRNDY. It's been a long day. Has it starting at $5.99 for SD, $7.99 for HD. It's available on Fubo TV, a little over $50. and it is in the grandfathered older packages, which are kind of hidden on the AT&T TV Now website, but costs over $100 a month. I don't consider that cord cutting. So there are your options. Any news on the 2019 Nvidia Shield? Nothing now. We may not even hear about it until CES in January. We'll have to wait and see what Nvidia does. But I do hope, I'd love to see that. We also got, here's one thing, we also got some new rumors that Apple is working on a new Apple TV. That it may even be a more powerful Apple TV. So we'll have to wait and see what Apple announces next week. They have a big press conference, and we'll be covering full coverage of everything Apple announces next week. So keep your ears tuned over at corecarsnews.com. But let me know, what would you like to see in a new Apple TV? What features? Honestly, if you're just streaming, the Apple TV is kind of perfect right now. Now, if you want to use it as a game system, that's kind of different. So it'll be interesting to see what they do and if it's going to be more focused on a gaming system or more focused on a streaming service. Any news on Fox Regional Sports coming back to Dish and Sling TV? No, actually Sling TV actually removed it from their guide, so it's now fully gone off the guide, unfortunately. We'll have to wait and see what happens. If they strike a deal or not. Dish has kind of said, hey, if the deal isn't good, we may not bring it back. They kind of said, for what that channel costs, not that many people watch it, really. It's a rather expensive channel compared to the number of people who actually watch the channel. Is there any over there networks have announced that they will bring 3.0 besides Sinclair? I think it was Nexstar has announced that they're partnering with Sinclair to make that reality. So I think Nexstar will also be doing it, if I remember correctly. There's others. Hey Luke, Rick here. Do you have a dedicated email we can send reliable information to, since we are all information gatherers, so to speak? Go to corecarsnews.com. If you want to ever send in a tip or let us know about anything, go to corecarsnews.com, click on the Contact Us button, and send us an email. That will end up in my email account, well, at least an email account that I monitor, but it will also be seen by Jess also. She'll also be able to see it. Will MLB games be blacked out on the Fox Regional Sports Networks? I know Sinclair has them. We'll have to wait and see what happens. For now, nothing is changing. No changes at this time. I honestly just want one streaming service that will have everything I want. Eventually, we may get close to that. For now, saving money does mean a tiny bit of extra work and moving things around. Any update in the Hulu Live TV guide? It's now live on Roku and on the Apple TV, with more device support coming soon. So hopefully Android TV and Fire TV will get it very soon. All right. If I have answered your question, leave us a comment. If you're new here, I see a lot of new people. We're here live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern answering your core cutting related questions. Though we post core cutting videos every day. We have our core cutting recap show, and today we took a look at the brand new Fire TV Cube and the Fire TV soundbar. We also take a look at the new Roku soundbar with a built-in Roku Ultra. So all kinds of great videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you've been here a while, hit the notification bell so that you never miss out on any of our videos. That way you don't miss anything. Sports is the glue holding cable and satellite business model together. Sports and live events, yeah. But that's becoming less and less reliable for them. Fewer people watching sports, more sports available, and other options. Bill says he would like to see a better remote for the Apple TV. I agree. I'm not a big fan at all of the Apple TV remote. Just think it's subpar, to be honest with you. All right. NYC says he feels that all regional sports will eventually become streaming. Yeah, they probably will be some of the early ones to become dedicated streaming. I'm very interested to see what Sinclair does with their new dedicated Roku channel. They have a lot of options there. They already have Stadium, dedicated Roku channel, dedicated ownership of Fox Regional Sports Networks. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, working since 6. It's been a very long day. But it'll be very interesting to see what they do with it. Will they make this a stadium bunch of networks? Will they try to roll it into some of their free streaming services? We'll wait and see. John asks, why is the Nvidia Shield a niche streaming player? I think there was 2 issues holding back the Nvidia Shield. The fact that it cost $200 initially, it's still very expensive compared to other players. And this one has been mostly fixed, but it did not, until recently, have many popular channels. Remember, it wasn't all that long ago that Amazon Prime Video wasn't available, Hulu with Live TV wasn't available on it, and more. And that was more of an issue with Android TV not having apps. That has been significantly addressed recently, and most popular cord-cutting apps are now available on the Nvidia Shield. But that definitely held back the Nvidia Shield. No question about it. With the Apple TV, I like to see them rid of the junk apps that no one uses. It's kind of one of those tough things, though. What is a junk app? For me, let's say my local school has an app where I can go watch the local football game or all kinds of other stuff related to the school. That to me may be of interest. I may actually like the ability to go and watch my local TV station, my local church, my local synagogue, whatever it may be. To you, that may be a junk app. So it's kind of one of those things where both of them are great and both of them can be bad, just depending on if they're interesting to you or not. So that's my thing. The great thing is with Rokus and Fire TVs and Apple TVs, if you don't like it, don't install it. Jeff, that is not fully true. Sinclair took over the Fox Regional Sports Networks last week. Now, they do have to honor existing contracts, and some of those contracts, you may be correct, do run into 2027. But Sinclair now has full control over them. But like any TV station or anything you would ever buy, if there was an agreement between Fox Sports Detroit and the local Comcast affiliate, Sinclair has to honor that. So Sinclair does own the Fox Regional Sports Networks, effective today. Actually, a few days ago, but it's effective right now. Time for an ad? No, we already did an ad. We'll do one at the end. So let me know what you think. What does everybody think of the new Fire TV Cube, the Fire TV soundbar, and the Roku soundbar? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Also, what is everybody watching this fall? I've been binging out a lot of football. I plan to be watching a lot of football. So let me know. What are you all watching this weekend? Leave me a comment. Let me know. And if you're watching football, what teams are you rooting for? Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what teams you are pulling for or are excited about right now. And if you're new here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. So also, if you want to learn more about all the new streaming players that were released, check out our channel. I post several new videos today breaking down all the details of the new streaming players that were announced today. All right, I have the Fire TV Cube. How come it only plays music through the TV? I thought it would work like an Echo. I don't know. I believe the playback is through the TV. It does have a small speaker, but it's not a very good quality speaker for audio. College football and audio, Pennyworth on Epix. YouTube. I was watching football, NASCAR, and go Cowboys. Michigan go blue, go blue. Very excited about what this year is going to take. We'll see what goes. Some Browns fans are here. Patriots and UMass football. All right. All right, keep your questions coming. It's kind of a slow day. It's kind of that time of year where it's just slow. Everybody's going back to college. Church groups are restarting. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all that fun stuff. A lot of Dallas Cowboy fans and Iowa Hawkeyes. There's a combination, an Iowa fan and a Dallas fan. Trojans lost their starting Cowboy. Yes, that is painful. I feel for you, Trojans. Michigan had quite a few players out with injuries for the first game. Kind of scary starting Our starting O-line and D-line were both without key players, and our best wide receiver was out. Do not like to see that at all. Raiders, Colts, lots of football fans here today. Yellowstone on the Paramount Network. I've heard a lot of good things about Yellowstone. It's on my list of things to watch. I just have not gotten that far to watch it. New job. Congratulations on the new job. No football or NASCAR at the moment. Sorry about that. Get your DVR going. Make sure to record the games. Watch them later. For the new Fire TV with soundbar is great, but Amazon charging $228 for a soundbar is a bit much. Yeah, Roku definitely beat Amazon on the pricing at $179. I do agree the $228 is a bit pricey. I need to get my hands on them though. Is the Fire TV soundbar far better audio? If it's far better audio, maybe that's worth it. The problem with it is I'm just not sure if it is or not. We'll have to wait and see. If I watch any 4K broadcasts on Fubo TV, yes, they look good. They look good quality. You mentioned a pass-through and arc on the new Roku soundbar. Can you please describe the difference? Arc is where the audio comes from the TV back down the HDMI to the soundbar is played. So if you like have an antenna plugged into your TV, Arc will send the audio back to your soundbar and play it that way. A pass-through is like where I take my Xbox or my PlayStation, I connect the HDMI cable directly to the soundbar, and then the soundbar passes the video onto the TV and plays the audio that way. So Arc, it goes from the TV to the soundbar. Pass-through goes from like the Xbox or PlayStation to the soundbar and then to the TV. Can't wait for the new season of Survivor. Yeah, lots of stuff coming out. NHL, hockey, not that far away. NBA is not that far away either, really. What does Fubo cost? I believe it's $54.99 if I remember correctly. Is the Roku soundbar wireless? Yes, you do have the ability to wirelessly connect it to existing Roku TVs. But other TVs you'll need to use like either the HDMI cable, because remember the soundbar is, to use the Roku feature of the soundbar, you need to use the HDMI cable to your TV. NBA does believe start next month. Preseason action starts not that far away. Preseason NBA, not that far away. NHL, not that far away either. All right. Keep those questions coming. About 10 more minutes. We're going to call it a day. Right here. American Horror Story coming back. That'll be a lot of fun. Cincinnati Bearcats are going to shock Ohio State. I would love to see that. I know Cincinnati's looking good, but Ohio State looked pretty good. I'm not sure, though. I mean, how USF was not looking good on defense. A lot of those touchdowns were on passes where there was no defender within 20, 30 yards sometimes. So we'll see. Batgirl on the CW, I've heard good things about that too. So leave me a comment. Who has any cord cutting related questions? Let me know. And let me know what you think of all the news that's come out recently. We'll have to wait and see what happens. The Ranch is coming back September 13th. Dodgers fan, yeah. Man, this is the kind of time of the year where if you're a sports fan, there's almost more sports than you know what to do with. Between baseball and football getting started and basketball coming around the corner and then hockey, just more stuff than you know what to do with. Luke, how about the Kelly Clarkson show? I have not seen that. I'll have to look into that. Can you tell me a way to watch the Houston Astros besides Directv or MLB TV? Fubo TV includes major or AT&T Sportsnet Houston. Fubo TV is what you want for to watch your Houston Astros. Am I planning to cover the Apple event? Yes, I probably will not be doing live coverage. They're really cracking down on that kind of stuff. So we will have a live blog though over at corecarsnews.com, and then once the event ends, I'll make a video on YouTube and have a recap of everything we learned for the YouTube channel. Tyler asks, everybody in the Bahamas and on the East Coast, especially Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, even if you're in one of the surrounding states, also be careful because you never know if a random tornado or something will spin off. Please, please, please be safe out there. This thing is moving in a way that we didn't predict. And the fun thing about it is it's like, one thing with weather always amazes me is like, oh, we know exactly what's going to happen. And then a hurricane like this happens, and it was supposed to hit days ago, and it still hasn't hit. And people are saying, oh, it's going to stay offshore. Is it? We thought it wasn't going to, we thought it would have already been through Florida by now. But that hasn't happened. So no matter where you are, please, please, please be very careful. Be very safe out there. Luke, where would you plug the Roku speakers in that you just mentioned? Or would they give you the headphone jack on the remote? I don't know if the remote has the headphone jack. I'll find out. The Roku speakers have an HDMI and optical audio option for your TV, so you can use the optical audio cable or the HDMI cable. And the other option out there is if you have a Roku TV and you don't want to use the built-in Roku, for the Roku wireless speakers, you can just wirelessly connect them to your Roku TV. Works really well. The Apple event is next week. I don't have the exact date. If you Google it, it'll be there. Luke, does Grand Rapids Griffins have a cord cutting TV streaming deal? I don't believe so. I think a long time ago they used to stream some of their games online, but I don't know if they do that anymore. I was actually in a bar down here in Texas recently, and I looked up on the TV, and the local Fox Sports carries they were playing, I think it was San Antonio or Austin or something. They were playing a hockey team from down there, and the Grand Rapids Griffins were on TV in a bar in Texas because the other team was airing their games on the Fox Regional Sports Network at the bar. That was pretty cool. A little piece of home. Sadly, no Grand Rapids Rampage football, though. That is a sad day. All right. The Apple event is September 10th. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, everybody. Apple 10th is the Apple event. Fire TV Stick 4K or Fire TV Cube, which is better? The new Fire TV Cube looks like it's significantly more powerful. Significantly more powerful. If you want the most powerful Fire TV, it may be the Fire TV Cube. Now, does that translate into user experience? It seems like it will, but I haven't got my hands on it. Before that, the Fire TV Stick 4K was the most powerful when you got home, you plugged it in, and you tried to use it. So we'll wait and see what happens with this. All right, get your last questions in, and don't forget about the giveaway. We're giving away an HD Home Run DVR, a Roku Ultra, and a $100 Netflix gift card. Make sure to hit this, to go click on that link, go check out the giveaway. It ends, I believe, Monday. Will we ever get any movie, any new movie anytime support? Movie anywhere? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure what your question is. Life is good. Re-ask it. Let me see if I can help you. What's the best way to drive sound through the Fire TV Cube? Your TV speakers will play it naturally. I'm not sure I fully understand the question. But the best sound is going to come through your TV speakers on your Fire TV Cube. All right. Hey, special thank you to everybody who's been hitting that subscribe button. We're almost at 97,000 subscribers. We'll probably hit that maybe as soon as tomorrow. We'll wait and see. That would be absolutely crazy. I know we just hit 96,000 like a day and a half ago, 2 days ago, something like that. And now we're almost at 97,000. So hopefully we hit that tomorrow. That would be a lot of fun. Thank you everybody who's subscribed recently. Welcome if you're new. We really appreciate having you here. Tyler, see you later. We'll be back next week. Yes, ABC is not available on Fubo, and ESPN is also not available on Fubo, sadly. Yes, Dish and Sling still does not have a deal with Fox Regional Sports Networks. Thankfully, if you need them, there's many other services that offer them. Hopefully they strike a deal. You know, every day that goes by makes it sound less and less likely. The cicadas are out in full force today. All right, let me know if you have any one last or two last questions, and we're going to wrap this up. YouTube TV's DVR is really nice. It does get removed, though, after 9 months, so keep that in mind. It's not truly fully unlimited. And I kind of understand. If you haven't watched it in 9 months, are you really going to watch the show if you haven't watched it in 9 months? All right. Yeah, Disney content is not on Fubo, which means no Disney channels, no ESPN, no ABC. All right, everybody. I hope we're going to wrap this up. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you all had a fantastic Labor Day. Thank you to everybody for your support. We really appreciate it. Your support, your help has been huge. Cannot believe the growth. I cannot believe the success. We really appreciate your help. So everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. Any opinion on using a Samsung TV versus an Amazon Fire TV Cube? The Fire TV Cube will definitely get you more channels, so keep that in mind. All right, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. We will be back next week. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.